This week, TV3's Game of the Week. The Pendelton Heights Arabians meet Connersville at Spartan Bowl. High school boys basketball, the Spartans and Pendelton, the Game of the Week on TV3. It will be win number 4 if they can win over Pendelton Heights in tonight's game at Spartan Bowl. They are the Connersville Spartans that have won their first 3 games of the basketball season. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining TV3 for tonight's high school basketball game from Spartan Bowl with Ron Wiley. This is Fran Schomel. And Ron, these visiting Arabians will be a real test for the Spartans.
Yeah, they've been a thorn in our side for a couple of years now. Last year we, started off very, very slow, couldn't get into a rhythm. They kind of suffocated us a little bit. They're very talented, very big, very fast. We'll see how we match up with them. I think physically, we're probably the more physical team. But again, this is going to be a big test this early in the season.
Pendelton has won 4 games and lost 1. Their lopsided loss was to Carmel, where they gave up 75 points and lost 75-32. What's a scouting report on this team? We asked Spartan head coach Kerry Brown. Coach, you got Pendelton Heights coming into Spartan Bowl tonight. What's the scouting report say about this crew?
They're a good basketball team. They're 4-1. As most of our schedule is, it seems like they're pretty tough. They returned the state's leading 3-point shooter last year in the Albers boy. They beat us at their place last year, 45-35. They've won 14 out of 15 meetings between Pendelton and the Spartans. So with all that being said, though, it's a game that we need in terms of their level of competition, being a 4A, and they're normally used to playing the schools around Indianapolis, and it gives us a chance to see where we're at, and also it's going to push us to get better.
You mentioned they lost 1 ball game to Carmel. What did Carmel do that the other teams didn't do?
Carmel's really good. Carmel, we may watch them in the state championship game this year. I mean, that's how good they are.
Okay.
And, it's just one of those nights, and we've all been there. Last year we had a weekend like that where we weren't sure if we'd recover from it, and things turned out pretty good for us. So every once in a while you just show up and it's not clicking. But Carmel's got a fine team. And Pendelton played last night, and they played their best game of the year. So they're a good basketball team.
You played Shelbyville last week. Won in an overtime. That was a good game.
Yeah, we actually had 2 good games last week. We got a conference win on Friday night on the road at Rushville. And then I kept telling everybody Shelbyville was a lot better than the score indicated last year. They're young and they're talented. And we escaped there with an overtime win, which it was our first double weekend of the year. Didn't know how the kids would respond. And,
sure.
So it was a great weekend overall.
At Rushville, you held them to 15 points. Oh, how did you do it? Some of the things we want to try to accomplish defensively is keep the other team out of the lane. I thought we did a really good job of that. And then they also played a patient style of basketball that night to try to stay in the game, and they did for a quarter. It was 8-7 at the end of the first quarter. We shut them out in the second quarter. It was still competitive, though. It was 21-7 at the end of the half, and we hit a big 3, which gave us a lot of momentum going into the second half. Noah Belt hit that 3. So. And then we just expanded the lead in the second half. Back to Pendelton tonight. What kind of a defense are you expecting?
They normally play man-to-man, very similar to us. They'll switch some stuff, and then they'll play a little bit of zone, though. And but primarily they play man-to-man defense.
They've got 4 guys in double figures. How do you play against that?
We need a great team performance tonight, and that's kind of what I've told the kids is the better your opponent, the more you need to elevate your team game. And, there's no one guy that's going to do it on offense for us. And if we try to just stop them one-on-one defensively, then we'll be in trouble as well. So I've just talked to our kids about, we need to elevate, and that's something we need to do as the season progresses, our team play.
The team that rebounds tonight, the team that has turnovers to a minimum, they'll win.
Yeah, you saw a little bit in the JV game. They come out and kind of punched us in the mouth. They had 5 offensive rebounds their first possession. I think for us to be successful tonight, we've got to execute on offense, but they have such good shooters that we really have to challenge our kids to get out and contest those shots and not give them those uncontested shots. And if we do that, I think we'll be okay.
Coach, you're going for a victory number 100 as a Spartan coach tonight? Yeah, you know what?
Did you almost forget?
No, but I don't. I really, honestly, I don't think about those things. Someone else said something to me about it, and you know, the games throughout the regular season are meant to get us ready for the tournament. And if we get ready for the tournament at the end of the year and we're playing our best, you know, those are the things that I think about. Probably when I get older and I reflect back, and look back on it, then I'll think about those types of things. But I haven't thought about it, to be honest with you.
Thanks, Coach. Have a great game.
Thank you.
Okay, Ron, give us the starting five.
For the visiting Pendelton Heights Arabians, they are a big, quick, fast, strong lineup. They are led by 5'10" sophomore number 10, Karsten Windblom. He's a guard. They got a 3-guard, 2-forward lineup. Mark Abels is a 6'4" senior. He's number 12 at one of the other guard positions. Eli Pancalls is a 6'4" sophomore, so big guards, friend. He's a sophomore, number 14 at one of the 4 positions. Aston Stoll is a 6'1" senior. He's number 22. And rounding out the lineup for the Pendelton Heights Arabians is Brandon Helpling. He's a 6'3" senior, number 40. For the Connersville Spartans, they are led by Garrett Silkcott. He's a 6' junior, number 12 at one of the guard positions. Noah Belt, a 6' sophomore, number 30 at the other guard positions. Rounding out the lineup in the backcourt, or the front court for the Connersville Spartans is Dalton Huffman. He's a 6'3" senior, number 50. He is listed as a 4, but he jumps center. Bo Isaacs is a 6'4" senior, number 52. He's at one of the other 4 positions. And Grant Smith is a 6'6" sophomore. He's number 40 for the Spartans.
Okay, Ron, thank you. Spartan wins have been over Union County, Rushville, and an overtime victory, 59-57 over Shelbyville a week ago. The Pendleton loss was to Carmel, as we mentioned earlier, 75-32. Their wins have come over Anderson, Westfield, LaPel, and last night they defeated Mount Vernon at Portville 66-52. The Spartans are averaging 55.7 points a game. Their opponents 33.7 points. Pendleton scores an average of 56.8 points a game, and they give up an average of 56.2.
Wow.
Can't get much closer than that, Ron.
Not much closer at all.
Okay, we're about to ready to go here. The officials for tonight's ball game, if we can find it here right quick. I've got it here it is. Ed Burkheiser from Columbus, Randy Udy from Columbus, and Steve Correa from Scipio. Those are the officials. Tip-off is just minutes away here on TV3. You're watching Spartan basketball on Connersville TV3. getting ready to introduce the 1972 state championship team that is here this evening, as they are honoring this group that will be celebrating its 45th anniversary of winning the championship next March the 18th. Several players are here tonight, along with the head coach, Myron Dickerson, and Myron has agreed to join us at halftime for an interview to bring us up to date on what he's been doing since he was here at Connersville and the winning head coach.
Very special night tonight, Fran.
Yes, it is.
Celebrating this team that brought this basketball crazy city their very first championship almost 45 years ago. This is the, 45 years ago it started right here on this floor.
And the fans here tonight are really ready to welcome these people. Give them a royal welcome.
A very, very royal welcome. Celebrity status is all of these guys on that 72 team, as well as the 83 team.
Right now they are introducing the Pendleton players, and this will be followed shortly by the introduction of the Spartans for tonight's game, and then the members of the 1972 championship team.
If anybody's not come to a game to see this entrance, I have a friend of mine from Ohio for the first time ever coming over here, watching this game. He's in awe. He's been texting me saying this is unbelievable. It is a thrill to be in this bowl. We are very, very blessed to have this facility in our great community. Here we go.
Okay, the bowl is darkened, and it will be our opening ceremony continuing here. I don't think the atmosphere of the bowl is duplicated any place, Rod.
Not at all, unless you're
that
at
I've been. I mean,
Banker's
seems
Life.
like no other. I know what we play on the road. None of the schools have this kind of an opening for.
Not at all. See, you thought you came to a basketball game, you came to a rumble.
The Spartanettes and cheerleaders on the floor right now.
Tonight we have in attendance members of the 1972 state championship team that defeated Gary West by a final score of 80-63 to give Connersville
Right, could I have a
its
light here
boys
for a
basketball
second?
state title.
I'd appreciate it.
At this time, we would like to introduce those members that are here tonight. Number 15, Jimmy Free. Number 43, Jeff Jones. Number 33, Gerald Thomas. Number 23, Larry Miller. Larry holds the record for most free throws made and most free throws attempted in a state championship game. He made 16 of 21 free throws that night. Number 21, Bill Cox. Bill was the 1972 Mr. Basketball. We also have head coach Myron Dickerson here with us. Other members of the team which were unable to attend this event this evening: assistant coach Jim East, number 13 Gary Redelman, number 31 Charlie Ford, number 55 Vaughn Fields. We would also like to pay honor to
Unfortunately, a couple of these guys passed away way too early. Marty Boulware and Jerry Ellis have both passed away.
Again, thank you.
What a great ceremony, Fran.
Everyone for bringing home the first state title for Connersville High School.
Afternoon, Ron, I'm not sure a lot of the fans remember that the Spartans had to go double overtime to beat Jeffersonville in the afternoon ball game. In the first ball game, Gary West defeated Madison Heights, and then the Spartans and Jeffersonville played in the second game and went to a double overtime. And that ball game didn't clear until after 4 o'clock, and these young guys only got a couple of hours rest because coming back to Assembly Hall at Bloomington to play in the final ball game. And the talk between games was, gee, how bad is Gary West going to beat Connersville? That's all.
Right, because Connersville would be tired. And
well, certainly they thought the Spartans would be worn out, and no way would they be a match for the Gary West team. It was a double overtime. Jimmy Free hit a very crucial free throw in that ball game. The game was first overtime. It was 57 tied at the end of regulation play, 69 at the end of the first overtime, and the Spartans went on to win 76-69. They held Jeffersonville scoreless in the second overtime.
Wow. The rest, as we say, is history.
Spartans had 26 wins and 3 losses that season. One of their losses was to Seymour, and that was in the championship game of the South Central Conference. But if you talk to the Spartans of 72, they gladly would exchange a conference win for the state title.
Oh, no doubt at all.
17,045 people were in Assembly Hall. It was the first year for Assembly Hall. They moved the finals from then Butler Fieldhouse, which is now Hinkle Fieldhouse, is where the finals were always played up until 1972, when Assembly Hall was open and having more seats. Why they moved the finals to Bloomington, and they played there in 72 and 73. And now the people here at Spartan Bowl are being asked to stand up for the playing of the national anthem. And then this ball game will be getting underway, the Spartans and Pendelton Heights.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare of all bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah.
Phil Cox was the singer of the national anthem, just as he did before the championship game at Bloomington on March 18th of 1972.
And that was powerful. He had that mic down by his waist. That's how strong that guy's voice is. Mr. Basketball, Phil Cox. Unbelievable. I tell you what, the Spartans tonight, these boys have got to have electricity running through their veins to have the 72 team here. I mean, they're amped up, great sportsmanship as we see the boys all shake the opponent's hand. I mean, this is going to be an exciting game.
Tip-off is here for the Spartans. It will be number 40, Grant Smith. And for the visiting Pendleton Heights team, Eli Panko. Tip controlled by the Spartans in backcourt.
Wow, I thought Grant was going to shoot from 30.
I thought he was too.
You know, again, last year when these teams played in Pendleton Heights, Connersville got off to a horrible start.
There's a three as Grant Smith hits one from the side, and the Spartans jump ahead 3-0.
That is how you start this ball game off, Fran. And if you watch that, and that is what is makes Grant special. He can score from inside and outside.
Pendleton Heights and their traveling greens here tonight. Had a tough game last night at Mount Vernon. Fortville.
Yeah, that team's physical. They got to be feeling it from last night.
Spartans good defense.
Yeah, defense, one of the best we've seen in our 8 years is this defense. Nice.
The steal by the Spartans. Silcott down court to the to Grant Smith, who was 5 or 6 feet off the floor, took the pass, tipped it up and in, and the Spartans jump out in front 5-0.
Yeah, they wanted a little alley and a oop there, but they just got the alley, and Grant provided the oop. Nice
Here's
spin.
a turnaround jumper that is good by number 14.
Man, that guy right there, that was some speed. I saw him work on that during the pregame, and boy, he is lightning quick.
He averages 11.8 points a game for the Arabians. Spartans now will move on the offense. Here's Huffman backing toward the basket, tries a turnaround jumper that's a little bit short, and Pendleton Heights rebounds.
Yep.
14 driving all the way, bumped on his way to the basket.
I'm not sure. They're going to be
Foul
called.
is going to be called on Silcott of Connersville, the first foul of the ball game, a non-shooting foul. Pendleton will inbound at their end of the floor.
I mean, just real, again, sticky defense. You know, right now, Pendleton Heights, they just, it seem like they haven't got set in their offense just yet. Third time down the floor, and they just don't seem set yet. Ooh,
there's a bump and a charge foul called on number 14, Panko.
Well, he kind of jumped and hopped and hit that elbow on Noah, and Noah right there was all over him. Again, don't want to use your hands too much. Nice from Noah.
Fouls are even at 1. Spartans ahead by 3, 5-2 in the early going. Silcott as the ball handler. Spartans in a 1-2-2 offense. Smith feeds out to Beldhad. Was open but didn't take the shot. Isaacs will drive along into the corner, back out to Silcott. Spartans working the ball.
We've only had that one shot inside. I mean, if you count the breakaway, or not counting the breakaway, we need to really try to get inside, and we've not been successful other than that one time with Dalton, and he wasn't able to execute.
Isaac
That's a
sets
nice
the
defense.
screen for Smith, doesn't take a shot, goes to Silcott, drives the baseline, up and in as he beats the man defending him to the basket, and Silcott puts it up and in.
Yeah, it was beautiful from Silcott. Watch him right here. I mean, just a little head move right there, and he just blows past his defender. Thought he might have got hacked going on up there. I mean, Garrett, that's beautiful.
Oh, there's number 12 hitting a 3. That's Albers. He averages 10.8 for Pendleton. He's a senior at the high school. 7-5, Spartans with the lead and the ball.
New Pal, they are Pendleton Heights. I got to get this team right. Pendleton Heights, they definitely, can score from outside, and there's a foul.
There's a foul going to be called on Pendleton. Number 10, Whittian, Karsten Whittian, sophomore, picks up the second foul of the ball game for the visiting team. Spartans inbound at their end of the floor, comes into Belt. Here is Silcott trying a corner shot, missing. A couple of guys race for the ball. Both of them are Pendleton Heights. Number 12 driving down. Shot up, not missed. Nice follow-up.
Yeah,
Put
nice.
up and in
By
by
Helpling right there.
Helpling. Ties the game at 7. Isaacs with the ball for Connersville. Shot from out is a little bit off the mark by Grant Smith. Pendleton has the rebound. Ball knocked away by Connersville on defense. Pendleton will inbound.
You know, earlier, you know, one of the scouting reports for the Arabians is that they are deep threat from 3. I mean, they have guys who can light it up, and when that lid opens, it becomes the Grand Canyon.
Shot is missed from out by Pendleton. Smith with the ball for Connersville. Feeds off to number 12, and Garrett Silcott hits a 3. He's at 5 points tonight for Connersville.
Yeah, that was
Spartans
nice.
go up by 3, breaking the 7-7 tie.
Nice touch there from Garrett. You know, he can score from anywhere on the floor.
Pendleton working the ball, trying to get in. Number 10 will fire long, miss. And the rebound, Smith of Connersville.
Again,
Up court, Grant.
Let's make them pay. Let's score each and every time we get the defensive rebound.
Silcott, he drives the baseline.
Very nice defense.
Tries to pass out to Smith. The ball pass intercepted though. A nice steal by Pendleton Heights as they bring it quickly down court. Panko
Nice.
drives in, tries to, I don't know what he was trying to do.
Yeah,
but
he saw Dalton with his, I mean, he was a statue right there. He went around Dalton, and that kind of disrupted him, and, you know, he didn't have that clear
missed.
shot.
Smith tries one from out, missed by Connersville. Braxton Reveley will come in for Huffman, Connersville. The only change in the lineup, meanwhile, is Pendleton Heights ball, putting it in play in backcourt.
And Braxton Reveley, the smallest guy on the court, but he can guard the biggest guy on the court. I mean, this
Yes.
guy's a defense stalwart. I mean, he's outstanding.
All these Spartans play defense.
Oh, yeah.
Like it should be played.
Yep.
There's number 14 again, Panko for Pendleton, and he has 5 points.
You know, again, we got it every time we get to defensive glass. We've got to be able to score because they can do that at any time.
Yeah, the Spartans may want to stick a couple of guys on him.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, he's so quick, Fran. I mean, that guy, he's there, Garrett.
Yes, that's number 14 we're talking about in green. Here's Isaacs, shot too long by Bo from the side, and the rebound goes to Pendleton. Got a man up close, and nice turnaround jump shot put up and in by Helping. 4 points for the senior, 6'3" of Pendleton.
You know, last couple down the floor, we really haven't executed our offense. Had a turnover and a bad shot by Bo. We just need to relax and reset. We're only down 2.
That's the first lead of the ball game by Pendleton. They're up by 2 here in the opening quarter.
You know, very poised team is the Pendelton Heights Arabians.
Now the Spartans slowing the pace a bit.
Now, Pendelton Heights, you know, again, got that zone going. They got 2 on Grant, which you're probably going to expect that all night.
Right, I'm surprised they haven't got 5 on Grant.
Yeah, right, yeah, yeah.
The guy's averaging 17 points a game.
Yeah, he just, you know, again, Grant can light it up from all over the place as Garrett tries to set the offense.
We have a minute to play here in the opening period. There's a
like
shot
that.
by Connersville, which wouldn't drop. And here comes Pendleton Heights. Shot from out, it will be missed and up over the backboard. That's out of bounds, Connersville.
Yeah, again, just a disruption there of our, right there. I mean, look at that. That was just a nice disruption there from Braxton. Forced a pitch out, and
Sullenbarger comes in for Connersville. Hunter, a 6'3" senior, and Braxton Reveley will go to the bench.
you know, Sullenbarger's a 3-point threat.
There's a lineup change for Pendleton. Number 24, Wilson, will be coming in. He'll be replacing Helping.
Yeah, Helping's an inside threat, so glad to get him
Right,
out
I'm
of
glad.
there.
Yeah, it's okay with me.
Yeah.
And to go to the bench. Right, no problem there.
Yeah, no
Of
problem
course, this
at all.
new guy may be.
Yeah, he may be even better. But if he were, he would be starting. But, you know, again, we just got to reset a little bit. We're kind of just a little bit disheveled.
Yeah, we need to get our rhythm back here. And
Of course, I like that last time Garrett
Silcott
driving.
drives down.
Drew the foul.
He crashed between a couple of guys. There's going to be a foul called on
It's gonna be
24,
on Wilson,
I believe.
yeah.
Nope.
Oh, they didn't
on
call
10.
Wilson.
Windian, his second, number 10.
Well, from my angle, it looked like Wilson got him first, but yeah, they got Windland on that, his second.
Huffman will come back in for Connersville. Dalton, and going to the bench will be Isaacs.
You know, we got a lot of three-point threats out there. We got Noah, we got Hunter, but we got our inside guys as well, so I'm not sure what Kerry has in mind.
Final seconds of the opening period. The Spartans have the ball. They're down by a field goal.
Definitely want to score right here because the Arabians get the ball to start the second.
Yes. Spartans better hurry. Now Silcott drives down,
beautiful.
feeds underneath to Huffman. It's off his fingertips along the end line, and with 3.1 seconds on the clock, it will be Pendleton ball, and a quick lineup change for the Spartans. Silcott out. Number 22 comes in, and that's Dalton Lee, a 6-foot junior. Here come the Arabians firing long, and almost, wow, as the goals line up, and we played the first 8 minutes of pretty exciting basketball, Ron, here tonight.
That I think only took about 8 minutes. I mean, very fast pace. I kind of expected that from these teams. Kind of maybe expected a higher scoring game, but again, defense is what the Spartans and the Arabians are known for. Mark out that Carmel game, and you know, I tell you what, we definitely have a dogfight ahead of us.
Pendleton Heights has the lead at the end of the first period, 12-10. First ball game tonight was a JV victory, number 4 against no losses, as they win 32-27 over the Pendleton Heights Reserves.
Bottomley's got to be feeling good about his squad. They're playing very good ball. May see a few of those boys come up on the roster at the varsity level.
Spartans were down 15-12 at the halftime of that ball game. Had pulled ahead 22-20 at the end of 3 and went on to win the game by 5 points. It was close all the way. Speaking of the reserves run, we're going to need them because we've got 5 seniors on this varsity squad at Connersville.
Yeah, we have 5 seniors. You know, this is the first time we've had this many seniors since the class of 13. So, you know, this is definitely got to get the young kids, the young players developed, and you know, we got some hot players that are on the underclassmen.
It will be Pendleton Heights inbounding. Number 22, Elston Stahl, he's 6'1", will be flipping it in to the guard, Whittian, number 10. And driving down and crashing into a Spartan, and on Brent Smith's going to be called for a foul. It's going to send a free throw shooter to the line for a couple of shots.
Yeah, Grant got him from behind right there, and they're going to get that each and every time. Grant's looking at him like, hey, I had my hands up, I didn't touch him.
That's his first foul, team second, and the free throw is good by Albers, putting Pendleton up by 3.
Albers is deceptively fast.
He misses the second one, and Smith rebounds Connersville. Albers has 4 points, averages just under 11. Number 32 in the ball game, Damian Warren for Pendleton. They lose control of the basketball, and the Spartans on the turn. No, Pendleton will be getting the ball.
Yeah, just not good executing right now for the Spartans. I mean, we've gone a few minutes now without scoring. You know, we're very lucky that we're only down 3 at this point. Oh, I thought he may have dragged a foot there.
That's a good ball handler, this Pendleton crew. Here's 10 firing.
That's unbelievable.
Hitting a 3 as Windian actually didn't get set, I don't think, before he fired away and scored.
I mean, that was more than an NBA 3 right there. He was looking for 4 points.
He puts his team up by 6 over the Spartans, and now the Spartans desperately need a basket.
Yeah, we just right now, again, our offense doesn't look like it is operating on any cylinders right now. And we came out pretty hot, and then their defense just got, you know, really tight. Again, 2 guys on Grant right there. You know, it looks like we just don't know what to do at all.
Silcott will try a corner shot and miss, and the rebound goes to Pendleton. Right now, the Arabians are controlling things here tonight at Spartan Bowl.
Yeah, they are definitely controlling things right now. Momentum clearly on their side. You know, one of the things that we need to do to, you know, get the glass and make them pay, maybe start driving to get inside. Yeah, they're going to call no on that, overguarding.
Noah Belt will be called for his first foul, team's third. Non-shooting foul. Pendleton will inbound.
Yeah,
Number
just
22 will trigger it in. Stoll.
You know, one of the things that the Spartans defensively right now is, you know, they don't look like they're as tight as they can be. You know, again, it affects both sides of the ball when momentum is not on your side.
Pendleton working the ball, giving it to 12, number 12, who passes off. Pass deflected by the Spartans, but number 14 grabs the ball, tries a close-in shot, misses.
Yeah,
the
nice.
Spartans have the rebound.
Nice tip there from Bo. This
Number
may be
52
it.
got it. A three-pointer by Bo Isaacs.
Yeah, nice there from Bo Isaacs. He had a nice tip over to Noah to get that defensive rebound, and he came back and rewarded himself with that effort with that three. Nothing but the bottom of the net on that one.
Cuts that 6-point lead in half that Pendleton Heights has, and that's the first basket of the second quarter for Connersville.
You know, let's just hope that we, you know, again can stop them right here. Good play there.
Nice steal by Silcott, racing up court, laying it up and in, and the Spartans pull within one.
Nice play.
Silcott with 7. Garrett having a good game.
Yes, I tell you what, Garrett, you know, executed that perfectly. He read the offensive player and just said, hey, I'm taking it all the way, and he did. Nice.
Oh,
they're going to
steal
call
by
on that.
Smith, and I believe he was.
Yeah, they're going to call foul on Grant. Of course,
Call
he's not
foul on
liking that
Grant.
at all.
I thought it was going to be the other way around. Second foul on Grant, and he will come out, and Dalton Lee will be replacing him. So the Spartans give up a lot of height.
Yeah, a lot of height, but a lot of quickness right here.
Yes.
You know, again, we definitely are the smallest team right now that we have, but again, it's a lot of quickness. We need to give Grant, you know, a little bit of a rest right here before we get him back out there.
It's the second foul on Smith. Here's a shot wild by number 12.
Grant's going, I was going to say, I thought Garrett may go all the way.
They've missed a couple of close-in shots, and Spartans good defense.
Yeah, good defense to disrupt those shots right there. Again,
Yes.
A lot of times you're expecting contact. We're not making contact, and that's what disrupts those shots.
Belt is the ball handler right now for Connersville. The corner is still cut. Here's Isaacs.
Yeah.
Hitting. Beautiful hitting of three. And the Pendleton coach says, I've seen enough of this. I want a timeout.
He is on fire. That's a 30-second timeout, and, you know, it couldn't come at a perfect time for that team. As, again, you talk about momentum swings. We definitely have the momentum swing now. And it started really with Bo Isaacs. There was a long shot from Pendleton Heights, and, you know, they're fighting for the rebound, and he tipped it over to Noah, and that got him to where he hit his first three. And then the defense is starting to tighten up a little bit. Again, once the momentum starts going your way offensively, defense, you start tightening it up.
In the second quarter, the Spartans have scored 8 points. Pendleton Heights has scored 4.
Yeah, that's, I tell you what, there for that first minute and a half, 2 minutes of the second quarter, you know, we were very anemic offensively.
Yes. Timeout's over. Here come the players. It will be Pendleton ball. Spartans fall back on defense.
Without question, the toughest test. Well, you know, that Shelbyville game was pretty tough as well. So,
yes,
you know, we do have that experience of playing a tough game so far this season. And that was on the road.
Pendleton on the attack.
Nice defense from our boys right there. He didn't get to go anywhere.
Here's number 14, another wild shot by him, and Isaac's rebound, and a foul's called on Pendleton Heights.
They're going to call that on Panko. That'd be his second as he hacked Bo. As again, you know, the defense, even though he was inside, he didn't really have a good shot, and the defense forced him to make a terrible shot.
Yes.
And Fran, I wish I could keep track of how many defensive rebounds we've gotten so far this year. We've gotten a ton.
That'll win you ball games.
That'll definitely win you ball games. That's why we're undefeated. It's that defensive glass.
Okay, Spartans ball. Pendleton Heights falls back to set up the defense. Dalton Lee has the basketball over the Nolan belt. Back to Lee, number 22, Isaacs. Lee.
Again, we have nobody underneath the basket, nobody getting inside. Bo trying to run through there.
I don't think we'll want to take a shot until we get somebody under the basket for a rebound.
Yeah, we definitely need to, because if you're going to get the rebounds, you definitely want to get your offensive rebounds as well.
Spartans pulled out. Kerry Smith standing up, Kerry Brown standing up and watching his players.
Yeah, again, this is patience, and that's fine. We got the lead, hey.
Here's Silcott out to Belt. Now comes Isaacs. Spartans in no hurry to shoot, Ron.
Not at all.
They just want to slow things down.
Yeah, not at all. Again, this is something that if you're going to take this much time, at least let's score, but let's not do anything crazy to force a turnover or think because, hey, we've had the ball for 2 minutes and not done anything, that we need to try to force something to happen. Let's just take our time, be patient.
Playing pass. Silcott almost had the ball batted away from him, but he keeps possession.
Nice ball handling there from Garrett. Now somebody could have broke to the basket. I mean, those guys right there in the paint, they're not paying any attention at all. Dalton could have struck. See,
ball gets away
turnover.
from Dalton Huffman, and it's picked up by Pendleton now.
Yeah, you have the ball that long, you want to score. You definitely don't want to not score.
Oh, here's a loose basketball.
Yeah, that was
and another loose basketball.
Garrett
Called foul on Silcott as he and a Pendleton boy were going up court.
Yeah, the faithful letting the Zebras have it on that is, again, that's not a good call that the faithful like, but one that, again, not want to make those mistakes when you have the ball that long. And
second foul on Silcott. He'll go to the bench, and Reveille comes back in for Connors on number 31.
Yeah, Reveille, excellent defender.
Meanwhile, Pendleton Heights with the basketball.
Again, Pendelton Heights hasn't really been doing anything the last couple of times they've had the ball as well. We may see them take a minute, 2 minutes to, well, we only got a minute 35 to go, but they may be waiting for the last shot right here, Fran.
Very well could be. I think they're a good ball handling club too.
Yeah, very good ball handling club. Again, when you hold the ball that long, it's like what we saw with Dalton.
Absolutely. You want a basket after.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, let's see if the Spartans defense is up to keeping Pendleton from scoring.
Yeah, these teams are mirror images of each other.
Absolutely, you're right. Play the same style.
Yeah, I mean, you like to win by 100, you like to score 100, but, hey, as long as you win, you win.
Pendleton working the ball. Reveille on one of the big guys, but as you pointed out, Braxton.
Yeah. He's always on the, well, everybody's taller than he is, yeah. No difference to him. He's on him. Reveille plays like he's 7 foot tall.
You're right, absolutely.
He's a tough kid.
Now we're down to a half a minute left to play in the opening half of this ball game.
Yeah, they've had the ball for well over a minute now, and I was really just kidding, thinking they were going to take the last shot. But yeah, it makes perfect sense the way that this game has gone for them to take this last shot.
Spartans with a lead of 2. Instructions coming from the coach of Pendleton as he talks to his players. Now driving down, number 12 will fire a shot way off.
Oh, they called a foul. That's unbelievable. They got Dalton Lee on that
foul on Connersville.
Wow, we're going to see that. Unbelievable that they called that foul, but from here it looked like he did make some contact, and Dalton's not liking that at all.
They're going to give Mark Albers a couple of free throws with 1.7 seconds on the clock. The Pendleton boy fires and makes the first one.
That was a Not a good-looking shot at all.
We may have a tie ball game here at halftime.
Yeah.
Right? Second one drops off. Silka comes back in. Reveley comes out. Lee comes out, and Huffman comes back in. What are they doing?
So he was a three-point
this
shot.
guy another chance to make it.
Three-point shot.
Somebody stepped over the line or what?
Oh! Yeah, it was a
Isaacs
three-point
tries
shot.
a long shot, which hits the backboard and bounces off. But the Spartans at the end of the first half of play in this ball game here tonight at Spartan Bowl have a lead of 18-17. They were down 12-10 at the first break. Well, an exciting 60 minutes of basketball. Ron, you have some scoring?
Yes, I do. Very, very exciting 16 minutes of basketball right there. For the Pendleton Heights Arabians, they were led by two players with 5 points. That was Mark Albers and Ellie Pancol with 5. Karsten Windblom had 3, and Brandon Helpling had 4 points for the Pendleton Heights Arabians. For the Connersville Spartans, they were led by Garrett Silcott, 7. Grant Smith chipped in 5. And Bo Isaacs had 2 threes for 6 points.
Okay, thank you, Ron. We'll be back here shortly. You are watching Spartan basketball on TV3. Of TV3 tonight, I'm very proud to introduce you to the man that coached the 1972 state championship team, Mr. Myron Dickerson. Myron, welcome to Connersville, to TV3, and this is a great night for you and the players that were able to make it.
Well, thank you, Fran. It's great to be back. I tell you, I've got a lot of fond memories here. You've got you still have the great fans here, and this gym was always my favorite gym. Your new floor now, it's really nice.
Hey, this is a great place to play, and as you say, the fans here, the players tell me, Myron, that with the fans' enthusiasm, it's like having a 6th player on the floor.
That's right, and I'll never forget that Sunday morning when we came back with everybody in here. It was packed, wasn't it?
Yes, I remember that afternoon. I remember Phil Eskew, who was a great commissioner of the IHSAA, and he said during his speech that his wife told him that the Spartans were going to win the championship when she saw them come on the floor at Assembly Hall because they were disciplined.
Oh, well, that was something that I was always proud of that I was able to do. I don't know whether I could coach today or not. I'd like to think I could, but our kids had great they disciplined themselves too. And they had the best chemistry of any team that I ever had. I had maybe a few teams, 1 or 2 that had maybe just a little more ability, but they didn't have the chemistry that this bunch had.
Yes. And those kids, they worked as one. They were great friends of each other, and it made a big difference.
Right,
You
it
could
sure
tell
did.
that.
We were just like one big family, and that's what it takes. And we'll always be that way.
80 to 63 was the final. Gary West losing to the Spartans. Myron, is it true that in that fourth period you talked to the fellows that were on the bench and said, get ready to go in, and they said, no, let these 5 continue on. They've come this far.
That's the truth, Rand. That actually happened. And I mean, Jones, Field, and Bulwer. I mean, every kid, every player knew his role to play. And when I asked them, to go in, so, they can at least get on the floor.
Yes.
They said, Coach, let those other guys finish her up. They've done such a great job. I think they were enjoying watching the game.
But it's true. These kids had that tough afternoon game over Jeffersonville, double overtime. They didn't get much rest between games. They all had leg cramps that night, you could tell. And Gary Redelman finally had to come out of the ball game with, 1 or 2 seconds remaining on the clock.
Right.
And Jimmy Free went in to make the 5th man on the floor for the Spartans.
Oh, yeah. And he saved us that afternoon in the overtime. With the
That's
free
right.
throws.
That's right.
Yeah.
Took 2 overtimes to beat
Coach
Jeffersonville.
Hinkle, quoting him, they told me what he said. He said, what in the world is the coach letting that little boy come out there and shoot those free throws?
Was that Tony Hinkle?
Tony Hinkle.
Oh, my
That
gosh.
Butler. He was announcing the ball game with Tom Carney.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
And,
that.
but he didn't know Jimmy Free like I did. Jimmy was one of the hardest nosed guards I ever had. Plus, Larry Miller was probably the hardest nosed guard I ever had.
Larry that night was on the floor. Gary West kept beating up on that little guy,
Well,
and I thought, I hope he gets out of here without being injured.
Well, and Gary Redelman, he was as cool as it could be. I mean, great shooter. The story about him, I had to beg him to come out to play basketball.
Really?
The kids told me, he said, Coach, there's a kid that shoots out in the alley. He's got a goal on his out in the alley, and he just tears the net off of it out there. He said he's one of the best shooters they ever saw.
Really?
And I said, well, I want to get a hold of him. So I talked him into coming out. Gary was always a little shy.
How about that?
But he was one of the finest players I ever had as guard. Him and Larry, they shot free throws against Gary West, beat him.
How about that? How about that? To get to the finals, you had to win the semi-state at Indianapolis. You beat Cathedral in the afternoon, Center Grove at night.
Right, and then Gary West then at night.
You know, between games, Myron, people were talking about poor Connersville. How are they going to handle Gary West tonight?
Yeah.
And what did you say to these kids before the game started?
Well, to start out with, at the beginning of the year, we played Jeffersonville and beat them about 30 points.
Yes.
Well, Phil Cox, our cheerleader and our leader, came running into the locker room and said, Coach, we're going to win the state. I said, Phil, we have a lot of work to do yet.
Yes.
But I said, keep this in mind all the way through. And that's what they said. And that night, somebody said, I don't know who it was, but somebody said, well, at least we'll get silver rings. The kids said, oh, no. We're here now. We're going to get the gold ring.
And you did, and you've got yours on
I
tonight.
got it on tonight. I keep it in the safe most of the time, but I wore it down here.
And they don't give rings anymore.
No, the next year I think they gave them, people might not know about this, but on even years, we had like 72, we had the oval.
Okay.
Right? And in odd years, they were sort of a rectangular shape.
I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Byron.
And then after the next year, New Albany won. The next year they started giving medallions. That's when the girls' sports came in.
Okay.
And they couldn't afford to give the gold rings.
Sure.
But we're glad to share it.
Yeah. When did you quit coaching, Myron?
In 1983. I was at Muncie Northside.
Okay.
And then I went ahead and taught out at Muncie Central, get my 40 years in.
What's your advice to a guy coaching now?
Well, I think the main thing he's got to do is build his program. He's got to start with the young kids, get them to working his system and believing in what can be done. And the main thing is teaching fundamentals.
Okay.
An athlete has to have individual skills. You know, about 5 basic moves that he's got to have to be a good ball player and work in as a team then. And I think if you can get that into the system, and of course it pays to have a little height and ability. You've got to have that. I mean, I never had any secrets about coaching. I just had good kids. I just happened to have good kids, be able to pick good kids, and that was the main thing.
How's the game changed since when you coached?
Well, I never coached the three-point line, and I always sort of laughed about that. They worked like the Dickens to get a 30-foot shot. but they add up. And I think back, I mean, some of the great shooters I've had through here and up in north side, I had some great outside shooters. They would have scored twice as many points as they did with the three-point line.
If they had the three, right.
But I don't know. Class basketball has changed a little bit. I'm still not for it, but I understand, and everybody, few more champions come out of that.
Sure.
And they have good coaches in the systems, so it's all right. I'm glad to see it surviving.
When you were choosing your team, Coach, what did you look for in a player? What was the attributes you wanted?
Well, I always liked height. I always look back and I would look and see. I kept a profile chart starting about the 5th, 6th grade. And if the mother was 5'10" or better, I really kept an eye on that kid, because the boy gets his size from his mother, they say. So there's a lot of mothers that help me out. But no, I look for quickness and just attitude, work hard.
Yes.
That was the main thing.
And a good student, wanted to be smart in studies in the classroom.
We had to have good students,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, we stress that they do well in the classroom and be gentlemen all the time. And
Byron, I can't tell you how much of a pleasure it's been to see you again and to have you here on TV3. I know our viewers are very happy to hear from you and that you're doing well.
Well, I've looked back times I've worked with you on Saturday mornings.
Oh, guys.
It was good times, wasn't it?
We certainly did have, and the Connersville fans, I know, are very appreciative of what you did when you were here at CHS.
Give my regards to Dick Constancer, too.
I certainly will.
Yeah.
I'll tell Dick that you said hi.
All right.
And again, thank you for all that you did for Connersville. Congratulations on your championship.
Thank you very much.
Myron Dickerson, everybody. He coached the Spartans in 1972 when they won the state championship. You're watching Spartan basketball on TV3. Second half underway as the Spartans lead Pendleton Heights 18-17. They inbound, and here we go with a third period. Connersville out in front by a point. Belt has the basketball for CHS in the corner. Drives downs in traffic, and he drives into a couple of Pendleton guys, and one of them takes the ball away from him.
Yeah, there was just a smothering defense on Noah's. He had nobody coming to him at all.
Right.
And it was just a matter of fact of just went right and got there. That was not a good shot.
Long shot from out by number 10, and he misses, and the rebound goes to the Spartans.
Okay, let's just get back into the act.
There's Isaacs battling
why
for
he
the
wasn't
ball,
fouled.
and finally is pulled out of there by a guy in green, number 14. That's Panko.
Yeah, whenever your shoulder's pulled
Looked
down
like
by the
I
defender,
thought Bo was fouled a couple of times
Yeah,
on that, but
I'm
the
surprised.
official didn't see it. There's a long shot by
I
Pendleton,
don't
which
know how
is
he
missed.
didn't see
Isaacs rebounds. Connersville up court. Silcott fires,
Beautiful, yes.
puts it up and in, and he was fouled.
Yeah, that was a foul. You know, Garrett, I tell you what, watch him right here. He just sees, again, just a little bit of space right there. Got hacked there right the lower body from the defender and called glass, and he's at the line for a three-point play. Beautiful job by Garrett.
That kid is really talented. I mean, he can make some crazy shots, can't he?
He definitely can, and again, it's all about his patience. He has a lot of patience. You know, again, if he sees a little bit of opening, he takes it. He doesn't hesitate. He takes it, and he uses that speed to get in there really, to get inside, and that makes the defenders panic when you see a guy coming through that quick.
We're in a timeout right now. The Pendleton Heights coach jumps off the bench and says, I need to talk this over.
Yeah,
Connersville up by 3.
He definitely needs to talk this over right here. Again, talk about momentum change. The momentum swing right now clearly with the Spartans as they come out, and hopefully Garrett executes his three-point play.
Connersville has on the floor their starters, Huffman, Isaacs, Smith, Belt, and Silcott, and Garrett stands to the free throw line, 6-foot junior. Averaging 7 points a game. He drops the free throw in and gets a three-pointer. And the Spartans go up by 4, 11 points for Silcott. Well, Ron, if Pendleton Heights keeps guarding Smith like they do, that leaves somebody open.
Yeah, definitely
And
leave somebody
that's
open.
the guy that you need to give the basketball to.
Oh, yeah, because of his speed, because of his quickness, his
Yes.
ability to drive. And I miscalculated. He only has 10 points on that. Fran, apologize for that. I gave him a three-point play before he went to the line because that's how good that play was. Really,
Talk
can't
about
do that.
being sure of something.
Yeah.
Here's Pendleton on the attack. Spartans good defense, man-to-man.
Yeah, again,
Ball
nice
knocked away
disruption.
by a Connersville player on defense.
Nice disruption. When you're forcing their player to go underneath a basket like that, and he's the smallest guy on the court, again, nice defense right there from Bo and Garrett.
Pendleton Heights will inbound. The ball is tapped away, but it's almost out of bounds, but a Pendleton Heights boy keeps possession, and they set up their play. Let's see what kind of an offense they've got. A 1-3-1, I believe, and then it switches around.
Yeah, right now with the defense of the Spartans, their offense is just it's just mush right now.
Spartans in a man-to-man, and they're really hanging on with number 12 trying to get free. There's a guy driving down number 22,
Nice.
trying a shot which is missed, but a teammate rebounds, and Pendleton Heights keeps the basketball.
Yeah, Eli.
Here's number 12 firing. It looked good from here, but it
Yeah, it
rims
did.
and drops off.
It looked very good from here.
Rebounding Spartans. Smith down court. I'm not sure what Grant loses control of the ball. I'm not sure what he was doing. And number 12 grabs the ball and leads the players up court. Alverson goes in for a layup for Pendleton. Pulls them within 2.
Now again, try not to do anything too fancy. Just, let's get back to our
Yes.
offense. And
Right. Here's Belt trying one, which is missed, and high to grab the rebound is Albers. Spartans right now not playing their game. Now they have the ball as Pendleton misses a shot, and Connersville's Isaacs and Smith bring it up court after the rebound.
You know, again, our defense, you know, not making any contact when Pendleton Heights gets inside and just definitely disrupting.
Here's Silcott.
Yeah, he walked.
Called for traveling, and that's could be a costly turnover as Pendleton will get the ball out of bounds.
You know, Garrett usually sure-handed on his ball handling skills, just wasn't right there, and hopefully this turnover's not going to cost us the lead.
2-point lead for Connorsville here in the third quarter. Number 12 fires long and rims, and Smith high to grab the rebound for Connorsville. Grant hurries it up court, in traffic, fires and is fouled.
I tell you what, when he doesn't get up immediately, everybody holds their breath. Again, Grant coming in there and with the left hand tries to get it off the glass. And
number 40, Helpling, fouls number 40, Smith, who's at the line and makes the free throw. Here's the lineup change. Lee comes in, Connorsville, and Belt will go out. Smith's ready for his second free throw. What's the point total for?
Well, right now he's at 6.
And it stays at 6 as he misses a rare free throw.
Yeah, you know, and again, this game may come down to free throws. So again, every time we're at the line, you got to make those free throws.
Absolutely. They could be hard to come by, and nice play, defensive play by the Spartans.
Yeah, very good defensive play from the Spartans. That's a definite foul on number 10, and he's thinking, hey, wait a minute, I didn't
foul called on Pendleton coming up here.
Yeah, that's Lindley's third foul right here. That's a clear foul right here. I don't know what he's thinking.
Yes, third on number 10.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking on that. But,
he's a real spark plug. I wouldn't mind if he went out of the ball game.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, he's got 3 fouls. He needs to go. I tell you what,
absolutely. I'm surprised the coach hasn't said. There's Grant Smith hitting a 3. He's at 9 now. The Spartans up by 6 here in the third period. These fans are going crazy.
Yeah, these fans, this is electric. Again, the 72 team still here. You know, you interviewed their coach at halftime. You know, he's pumped up. These kids are pumped up to be playing against legends.
Pendleton on the attack. Spartans on their sticky man-to-man defense.
Yeah, very sticky defense. I mean, we must put Stickum on in the locker room.
There's a long pass that is
great
lost
play
by Pendleton. They're claiming it was knocked away by a Spartan, but the official says no. So it's Spartan ball.
Yeah, very nice hustle there. Definitely, you know, off Pendleton Heights right there. I
think it may have been chipped by Grant.
Well, yeah, but it definitely was last off Pendleton Heights.
Yes, he had control before.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Grant saw that, anticipated, and forced that turnover there with his hustle. You know, again, right now the Spartans just out hustling, out muscling. Here we go. No.
Trying an alley-oop. There's going to be a foul called as Silcott will be at the line. They're trying the alley-oop. Smith was working a ball into Grant, and Grant was shoved, and he'll be at the line for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, that was on Albers right there. Again, you know, nice way to get at the line. Hopefully get these free throws sunk. Not Albers, that wasn't Albers.
That makes the free throw.
Handling second so far of this quarter.
Spartans with the biggest lead of anybody in this ball game. 7 points. Stays at 7 as the second free throw is missed, and number 10 fires, misses. Rebounding, a teammate who was fouled. Number 14 will be at the line for Pendleton, Panko.
Lee got just a little bit way too overguarded on that one.
Dalton Lee commits the first foul of the second half on the Spartans.
That's his second.
Kind of weird. Four of the Pendleton Knights players are standing at one end of the floor while the free throw shooter has a couple of shots coming, and the first one is good. Number 10 goes out for Pendleton, and 32, Gideon Warren will be coming in. The Spartans, Lee comes out, Huffman comes in for Connorsville. Second free throw is missed, and Isaacs grabs the rebound. That's a weird, they didn't have anybody under under the basket.
Yeah, I guess this guy must be, shooting 95%. But
Apparently
this close to the ball game,
they had nobody along the free throw lane, so the Spartans grabbed the rebound on the missed shot.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. I can understand maybe one guy.
Well, that's when they
back,
shoot
obviously.
with a technical, they do that, but not on a regular foul. But we'll take it.
Oh, definitely take it. Again, let's make them pay for that mistake.
Yes, Smith, Silcott working the ball.
And that's what we've done so far this quarter, Fran, this half, is that we've been able to make them pay for their mistakes.
Yes. Connersville with the ball, over to Huffman. We're under 2 minutes here in the third period. Spartans with a 6-point lead. Here's Isaacs firing and missing. Smith grabs the rebound. It's tapped away. He loses control of the ball, and the officials will rule it as Pendleton Heights basketball.
Yeah, Grant hustled there, and he looked like he was hoping that it would go against the Arabians, but it was last off on him.
Lee will come back in for Connersville, and Huffman will go to the bench. Meanwhile, Pendleton Heights basketball. Here come the Arabians. Number 14.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice steal by Smith. Drives down, misses the shot, put up, missed again, and finally the rebound goes to Pendleton Heights.
Oh, Grant was hoping he'd get hacked on that.
There's a player on the floor.
Oh, they caught a
Foul
blocking.
called. If the officials
it's gonna be on
rule.
Dalton Lee on
the
that
basket
one.
made by Pendleton, it will count. And they're going to call a foul on number 22, Lee of Connersville.
Yeah, Grant wanted the call right there. Lee, well, maybe a little bit moving a little bit.
Spartans lead is 4. Free throw is
their free throws
missed
are
by
terrible.
number 12.
Again, we have to slow down a little bit. We're getting a little bit disheveled. Don't let that series of events kind of keep us from what we've been doing well.
Right, we need to get back into our game.
Yeah. I mean, we have the lead by 4, but we were up by 7. They're on a 3-0 run.
That's right. Here's Lee trying a shot, missing, and high to grab the rebound, 14, Pankow of Pendleton. Here come the Arabians driving the baseline. Whistle stopped play, no basket.
A surprise was called, and
Foul
they called
on
Bo.
Isaacs, I believe.
Yeah, I want to see that right there. Oh, yeah, grabbed him right
grabbed
there.
him on the arm, didn't he?
Yeah, they're going to, but still, it looked like he waited a while to call that.
Pendleton puts it in play, down by 4. We have a little over a half a minute left to play here in the third period.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be going for the last shot right here.
There it is, and it is
good.
3-pointer by number 12, Alberts.
Yeah, that was crazy.
12 points for the Pendleton Heights guy.
Yeah, they're on a
Now
6-0
Spartan
run.
basketball up court. Belt.
Yeah, we definitely need to smash this run by them right here. Ideally, we'd love to get a 3, maybe a 3-point play, anything to spark us, anything to get us back into the swing of things.
That's right. Spartans need to score here as we near the end
Garrett
of the
would do it.
Silcott does it, drives down, foul called.
I tell you what, Garrett, again, he sees any lapse. Get right there. He knew that they were going to collapse on him. He knew he was going to get hacked. Again, watch that focus right there, Fran.
I'm not sure how he penetrates that defense.
It's that speed.
I haven't figured that out yet.
You know it, Fran. You got speed like that.
Smith will come out for Connersville. Nope, Isaacs will come out for Connersville. Huffman will come in. Silcott will come out after the free throw. Garrett fires, hit. Reveley comes in for Garrett. He has 14 points as he goes to the bench. 4.5 seconds on the clock here in the third period. Pendleton Heights hurries it up court. Number 14 will fire long and miss. We've played 3 here at Connersville tonight, and it is a 4-point lead for the Spartans. They led by 1 as we started this period. Right now at the end of 3 is 29 Connersville and 25 Pendleton Heights.
Yeah, the Spartans, again, they had that moment, that little series of events where, it looked like the Pendleton Knights, they were on that 6-0 run, that they were going to kind of take momentum back as they would, again, going into the fourth quarter. We were able to get it back. Garrett provided that spark plug by driving inside, getting that three-point play. Got to keep the momentum. Pendleton Knights gets the ball here to start the fourth. Got to force a turnover.
29-25 after 3, the Spartans lead, and those 4 points could mean a lot, Ron.
Well, one of the things that the Pendleton Knights have not done very well tonight, that's at the line. They've missed a lot of free throws at the line. If they've made those free throws, they may be tied or at the lead. I mean, so again, when we get our opportunities at the line, we have to make them count.
Absolutely, and make every shot a good shot.
Yeah, make it, you're absolutely right. Show patience, be patient.
Right.
Don't force the issue.
You can control the pace of this ball game.
Yeah.
Pendleton Knights has to play catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. We are in the driver's seat. We've done well. We've been able to overcome their, they had the momentum in that first quarter for a while. Oh, that's nice right there. That little young future Spartanet right there.
Start the final quarter of this ball game tonight, a Spartan Bowl. Pendleton Heights visiting the Spartans. Spartans trying for victory number 4. Drives around number 10. Drives around the Spartan defense and has 5 points as he hits close-in field goal.
Yeah, you talk about that kid being a spark plug.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I liked it when he was on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's Belt. Connersville controlling. Smith pulled out.
Again, two
Couple
guys
of guys
against them.
on Grant. Feeds out. Takes a return pass.
Wow,
Tries a corner shot. Missed. And the rebound battle goes to Pendleton. Arabians can tie if they only tie. They go ahead on a three-pointer from the corner.
Again, now momentum. You talk about momentum. It's clearly on Pendleton Heights' side, or New Pal.
30-29 is the score.
That's not good.
Spartans lose the ball. Smith on the floor, loses it, and it goes to number 14. Drives down, and the Pendleton Heights fans are on their feet right now as they drive ahead 3. And Kerry Brown says, enough of this. I want a timeout.
Yeah, definitely want enough of this. Again, we knew that, again, with this long of this, a full timeout. Kerry needs to calm these troops down with a full timeout. Again, this game has been a game of momentum swings. It's just a matter of which team's going to be the last one with the momentum swing on their side. Hopefully it's the Spartans. Again, we got to weather this storm right now. Hopefully this timeout will spark us.
In a minute and 10 seconds, Pendleton has gone from 25 to 32 points.
Yeah. I mean, that's how fast they are. I mean, this team is a very fast team.
Spartans are scoreless here in the fourth period so far. Granted, we've only played a minute and 10 seconds, but
shows you how fast it goes, Fred. A minute 10. And as Kerry there in the stands. Again, very, very, very impressed with the Pendleton Heights. I mean, again, for the most part of that third quarter, they did not have the momentum at all. They went on that 6-0 run. Looked like they were trying to grab it back. Again, Garrett put the dagger in their hearts to end that fourth quarter with that brilliant drive, that three-point play. And you thought, well, geez, now the Spartans definitely, have that dagger. They're ready to, pounce. And Pendleton Knights came out on fire in this fourth quarter. They got the lead by 3.
Spartans will have the basketball and trying to get their first points of this fourth period. Belt and Silcott in the guard spots. Spartans' original starters again, Isaacs, Huffman, and Smith. Shot is missed. Silcott's on the floor. A foul has been called.
Very physical game as Garrett goes in there again. Knew he was going to get hacked, and
Stahl is called for the foul. His second, team 6th. At the line will be Silcott for 2 free throws.
Yeah, get these 2 right here to get us down by 1. And again, the Arabians, Pendleton Heights, they're one foul away from being in the bonus.
I'm not sure the Spartans have made 2 free throws all night long at one time. I mean,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's see if Silcott, he gets the first one. Let's see if Garrett can break that string. Huffman comes out, and Sullenberger is in for Connersville. Here's Silcott's second free throw. This one is good. So for the first time tonight, I think the Spartans have made 2 consecutive free throws.
Yeah.
Because I know Smith missed one and Silcott missed one when they were at 16 points for Silcott tonight.
You know, and you think about, you know, again, what the score would be if both teams had, it would be pretty much where it is now, kind of tied. Either they're up by 1 or we're up by 1. Oh, I thought he walked.
10 walking a little bit. Number 10 forgot to bounce the ball a couple of times.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I love how these kids are like, what do you mean I walked? You know, you took 5 steps. I mean, he was definitely walking. Watch it right there. I mean, that's, unless you're LeBron James, you're not allowed to do that.
Spartans down by 1 as they bring the ball up court.
You know, be patient right here.
Sullenberger is the ball handler. Where's number 5?
You know, he's an outside threat.
Smith backs toward the basket. Can't finally passes off. Here's Silcott driving down. There's another one of those. How many of those has he made tonight? He has 18 points, and the Spartans grabbed the lead by a point.
Yeah, I mean, that kid right there, that's who you build your defense good.
Pass interception by the Spartans. Smith drives down. Need I tell those people he dunked the ball, Ron? I think the fans said it before I could.
Yeah, that right there is what.
Well, there's a collision of players. They're going to call Sullenberger on the foul. That'll send a Pendleton guy to the line.
Yeah, that was incredible. The jam-a-rama there from Grant. And the roof is coming off this place.
This is Panko, a sophomore at Pendelton. Couple of free throws coming, drops the first one in. Pulls his team within 2. Warham goes out for Pendleton, and Helping comes back in as the free throw is missed, and Isaacs grabs the rebound.
Yeah, again, not made 2 in a row for Pendleton Knights. That is their, you know, that's why they're down 2 right now.
Spartans nursing a 2-point lead. They have the basketball. We're in the final quarter.
And the momentum.
5 minutes left to play.
Garrett again, that's unbelievable. My goodness.
Fires one up and in. He was fouled again.
You know, I tell you what, it's hard to contain your. Watch this kid. I mean, look at that. Just a hair of an opening there, and he tosses it with his weak hand. And
now they're ruling no basket.
Yeah, it was so no basket at all.
Well,
it's a 1-and-1. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and take this off.
The officials in the stands are unhappy with that call.
They're not happy at all. Kerry's getting an explanation. I don't think he likes that call
I don't either. In fact, they're going to make it a 1-and-1 call. He has to make the first one to get the second. He will.
Yeah, that was, again, just an excellent play by Garrett. You know, again, he's making things happen. And he's doing it with poise. He's doing it with patience.
Second one is good. Garrett Silcott hits a couple of free throws, and Spartans up by 4. Here's number 10 firing and missing. Number 14 grabs the rebound, puts it up and in. Panko for Pendleton Heights. Spartans by 2. Panko has 11 points. Silcott walks it across the timeline. Here's Smith. Driving through the free throw circle. Belt tries a corner shot, missing. Panko of
He's going all the way.
Pendleton Heights drives down court, throws it up and in. I think he's going to be called for a charging foul.
That's unbelievable. Boy, I tell you what, Pendleton Heights is not liking that at all. Let's see what we got right here. Grant was set.
Charge called on the official of
yeah, boy, I tell you what.
The ref of Pendleton Heights. I think he's come within a little whisker here of maybe being.
He's going to get called a tee if he
I
don't
think
watch
so,
it.
if he doesn't settle down. Spartans meanwhile have the ball with 4:30 left to play. They're leading by 2.
You know, I mean, I could see a little bit. I mean, Grant didn't seem like he was statuesque as we normally see with a charge, but nonetheless, it was. You know, there was a couple calls that it seemed to be missed that went against us. So
Spartans going into their passing formation. Here's Silcott.
Well, he's going again.
Feeds out. Belt
Noah's
tries one. Noah's not on tonight.
No, Noah's not on at all.
Trying the shots. Number 12 goes
There's another
down,
one.
lays it up and in.
Oh, now
Foul called on
yeah, now that's a
Sullenberger,
makeup
will
call
send
right there. That's
Pendleton guy to the line.
yeah. Let's see him right there. I don't understand that. I don't understand how that's not a. Yeah, that definitely is a makeup call right there.
Tied at 37. Yes, I think you're right. 37 is the score. 37-37.
Yeah, Sullenberger. I mean, he was there and
Here's
didn't
the
move a
free
muscle.
throw, which is good, and Pendleton Heights goes up by a point. And a timeout taken by Pendleton Heights.
Yeah, Hunter's not happy with that as he's walking off, but again, he knew that he did everything he could have done. It was just that makeup call right there.
Yes.
You know, again, this is a back and forth game. This is one of those games that, you know, could come down again to the free throws. We are in the bonus. We're going to be able to get with the driving that we're doing to get to the line again. We have to make every free throw. As you see some future Spartans right there hamming it up for the camera. You got to love that. Get down to this bowl, this great facility, and catch the Spartans in action. It is awesome. It's incredible.
A 1-point lead for Pendleton Heights as the lead has been going back and forth here in this ball game. It's been a close ball game all night long. 7 points has been the biggest lead, and the Spartans enjoyed that for a while.
Yeah, again, the testament to the Arabians. I don't know why I keep calling them Nupa, but the Arabians, I tell you what, they have really impressed me with the fact that they've been able to weather all the storms that have been thrown at them. But the Spartans have too. You know, anytime you lose a big lead like they had, which is big when you're, you know, down one right now, when you had a 7-point lead and you lose it, you tend to kind of will it away, and the Spartans haven't done that either. So, you know, this is a battle of the wills right now, and, you know, the guys in white, they're hoping that their will outlast the Arabians in the next 3:58.
Spartan basketball in backcourt. Smith will trigger it in to Silcott, and Garrett will bring it into front court. Spartans down by a point. 3:45 on the clock. Belt is the ball handler out to Smith. He'll try a three, which will not
Good
drop
play.
for
See,
him.
You know, Bo Isaacs right there. That is hustle. That is
Great rebound.
smart. Yeah. Go on in. Go and draw
Here's
the foul.
Belt driving down. Trying his shot.
Yeah.
Going to call a foul on Noah Belt. Gives the ball out of bounds to Pendleton. 16th foul on the Spartans.
Yeah, at least it's not. We're not in the. As they're getting the moisture off the floor right there.
Huffman will come in for Connersville. Sullenberger goes out.
You know, this may come down to a series of charges.
Pendleton Heights inbounds. There's number 10, Whittiam, their point guard, brings it across the timeline.
You know, both teams, I mean, again, very, very physical game. You would have never knew that Pendleton Heights had a game yesterday against Mount Vernon. Again, they're a notoriously tough physical team. They're not showing any wear from that game at all.
Pendleton will try a little passing of themselves, as the Spartans do occasionally. There's number 14 firing and missing and rebounding Isaac Connersville. Spartans down by a point. They have the ball with 2:44 left to play.
That's an eternity in this ball game right here.
Here's Silcott driving down. He'll score. Spartans 39, 38 Pendleton, 20 points.
Very,
Silcott.
yeah, very impressed with Garrett. As you know, he would again on his weak side right there. We've seen him go to the glass on the weak side and was able to just as strongly to his right side. That guy, he can't be stopped.
Now Pendleton Heights with the basketball. Spartans on defense with a little over 2 minutes left to play in tonight's ball game. Number 10 handles the ball. Whittian for the visitors.
You know, again, Pendleton Heights slowing it down right now. You know, going back to
Number 12 fires long, misses, grabbing the rebound. Isaacs for the Spartans. Connersville will come up court with 1:45 left to play and a 1-point lead.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I mean, that was a 25-foot shot. I'm not sure. I mean, if it went in, great, but that is a very low percentage shot, and at this point of the game, not one you want to take.
Spartans with the ball.
Wow. Yeah, Kerry what's called timeout. He's not
Timeout
happy.
for Connersville as Kerry
Full
Brown
timeout.
wants to plan strategy in the final minute and 27 seconds.
Yeah, and the way this is going, this may be the last shot for the Spartans. They might plan to, hold the ball for a minute, 27 seconds. Again, not quite sure exactly why Pendleton Heights shot that last shot for 25, but we have to make them pay for it right now. And the way that Garrett has been driving, the way that Garrett has been breaking down their defense, we got to draw up a play for him.
I'm wondering how long Pendleton Heights will let the Spartans work the ball without fouling.
Exactly, and we get to that point right now.
They will want to, the Spartans shoot the free throws and hopefully for Pendleton Heights' sake miss and they grab the rebound.
Right, I mean, right now we've been really hot on our free throws. Of course, it's been Garrett, but again, right now, again, this may come to down to those free throws, and with 8 fouls, that's exactly probably what Pendleton Heights is going to do. And I'd probably say if it gets to about 45 seconds, start fouling them, put them on the line.
Well, they foul Silcott.
No, you don't want to foul him.
We'll give Garrett the basketball.
Yeah.
And they'll have to foul him. So.
Yeah, we would be very, very happy if they put Silcott on the line. But again, it's going to come down to that. Right now, we need to.
Another timeout called by the Spartans.
Wow.
So 2 consecutive timeouts as
you need a lot of time.
Gary Brown is drawing on the board right now, a play for them.
Yeah, maybe 2 plays, maybe coming up. Okay, let's try to score here fast, real quick, without letting them foul. That's one thing we want to do. We want to score without them fouling us. Because you don't want to stop that clock. And then what to do when they get the ball. Maybe, we can't foul them because then we put them on the line.
Should be an exciting minute and 27 seconds.
Yeah, we don't have any fouls to give. I mean, right now, if we foul, they're at the line. They'll be in the bonus. So
that's right.
Again, I would probably suspect Kerry would be like, let's try to score as quickly as we can before they start fouling.
See if the Spartans play smart, keep away basketball.
And that's what we're going to have to do.
Yes.
As Cody goes over there to try to find out exactly how many timeouts we have left, and taking 2 in a row, I've never seen that happen.
No.
Yeah.
Isaacs for the Spartans will trigger it in. Huffman, Belt, Smith, and Silcott, his teammates on the floor. Here comes Pendleton. 39-38. Spartans with the lead and the basketball. It goes into Silcott. Garrett. Now pressing is Pendleton Heights. Silcott, though, breaks the press, gets it in front court. Goes to Belt. Noah.
Another timeout. Or wait a minute, was there a foul call?
I believe
yeah, well, okay, the zebra over here says it was a timeout called before the foul.
A short timeout called by Connersville.
And I don't know who they were going to call the foul on, probably one of the new Pendleton Heights player.
I think it was, yes.
Which would have put us at the line, obviously. And Noah, he's a very good free throw shooter.
Took a few seconds off the clock. We're at 1:14 left to play in tonight's game.
Noah Belt's at 100%. He's only shot 3 free throws this year so far. Dalton Upman's only shot 2. Garrett uncharacteristically at 59%. That's unusual for him, but he'll get it back. He'll definitely get that back.
Okay, timeout's over. Here we go.
And I'm not sure how many more timeouts Kerry has, but again, you may want to keep 1 or 2 in your back pocket with the next minute 14.
Isaacs will trigger it in the backcourt into Smith to Silcott. Spartans now in the front court. Pendleton closes in on Silcott, the ball handler. Feeds out to
now the foul.
And a shoving foul called on a Pendleton boy. Belt will be at the line. Foul will be called on 10, Whittian.
Now that's his 4th.
Belt will be at the line. See if Noah can Score, it's a 1-1 situation. If he makes one, he will get a second shot. He does not, and Pendleton Heights gets the basketball. Could be a costly miss, Ron.
Absolutely a costly miss, because now we got to figure out, okay, are we going to go ahead and foul?
Driving down, missing, foul called on a Spartan.
Noah.
And Pendleton Heights will be at the line for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, that's Noah's third right there.
Number 12 will be the free throw shooter, Albers. He ties the ball game at 39.
Again, they haven't made 2 in a row all game long. This would be a good time for them. Bad time for us.
Oh, how about that? He missed. Smith grabs the rebound for Connersville. 16 points for the Pendleton score.
Oh, wow.
Smith goes to Belt. Now to Isaacs. A half a minute left to play in this ball game.
Yeah, they're not
tied
going
at
to foul at all.
39. Silcott drives down. That kid is unbelievable, Ron.
Yeah, he's on fire
22
tonight.
points. The Spartans have the lead of 41 to 39.
You can't stop that kid.
And
one of the good things that, we
timeout taken
we got 3 things on our side.
by Pendleton Heights.
This is unbelievable, Fran. We got 3 things on our side. We got the momentum, we got the possession arrow, and we got Garrett Silcott. I mean, this kid, my goodness, I didn't get a chance to see if we showed the replay on that, but man, that was just unbelievable. It seemed like he took that ball from the ground and hit it up with his left hand. I mean, that is just unbelievable. Again, making something happen, not forcing something to happen. Again, there's a big difference when you force something to happen. You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
He's making things happen. He is reacting when he sees, right there, I love that, getting the fans going crazy here.
41 to 39, the Spartans will lead at 2, 20 seconds to be played. It will be Pendleton Heights basketball when plays resumed, which is now.
Again, don't want to foul them.
Buzzer sounded, but nobody's paying any attention to it.
Yeah, nobody's really forcing them to come on.
No, Pendleton Heights wants to not come out. Why, it's okay. The ref trying to get the teams to break from the coaches. Here come the Spartans.
I don't know if they can call a T on that, but let's go.
I was going to say, let's speed this process up here. Okay, what will Pendleton do? Will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win?
I tell you what, the way this game's going, you might as well try to tie it. I can barely hear myself, Fran.
People here in the Bull are standing and cheering the Spartans. Pendleton Heights will try a shot, which is missed. The rebound goes to Smith at Connersville, to Dalton Lee, who is fouled. 5.7 seconds on the clock, and Connersville moves to the free throw line. Dalton Lee will fire a couple of free throws. Two shots awarded to Dalton.
Excellent defense from the Spartans right there. Again, forcing them to shoot the low percentage shots, and that's what we've been doing a lot here in this quarter, is forcing those.
Wonder what Dalton Lee's thinking about right now.
Dalton Lee's like, please, I just want to get one.
I'm going to see if, I thought maybe Pendleton Heights would call for a timeout, because that's a strategy used by coaches when a young man's going to shoot free throws. They try to make him think about it a little bit longer.
Dalton has 2 shots right here.
But that's not happening right now. Dalton Lee will be at the line.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it, if they don't ice him right now and call a timeout. And I think Bottomley and Carey is expecting that.
Dalton Lee fires a free throw too hard. He'll get a second one.
Yeah, they're icing him right now. I knew they were going to.
Timeout taken by Pendleton.
Well, I tell you what, Dalton is feeling it right now. He's got butterflies in his, again, it's just.
This is a full-minute timeout as these coaches with their strategy tonight, Ron.
Yeah. Again, you called it. You called the icing right there. I mean, that was definitely going to be what you expected was going to be the icing. And, Dalton, again, missing that first one right there. And he's definitely going to feel the pressure. That ball is going to be weighing a ton when he gets it.
He'll be at the line for a second free throw try, which would give the Spartans, if he makes it, a 3-point lead. If he doesn't, the lead will remain at 41-39. And if Pendleton gets the rebound, I think I'll go home.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder, Fran, though, I mean, if again, they have not made 2 free throws in a row, maybe foul and put them at the line. See, take our shots there.
Yes.
If we get the rebound, they're going to foul us, but right now,
yes,
Dalton needs to make this free throw.
Yes.
And if he makes it, that would give us a 3-point lead. I would almost say foul him, put him at the line. As long as you don't foul him when they're taking a 3-point shot.
If he can make the free throw, it'll give the Spartans, as we mentioned, a 3-point lead.
Now the Spartans are pulling off the free throw there.
They're not lining up along the free throw lane either. Shot is up, not good. Number 14 grabs a rebound for Pendelton Heights, and there's a shot as the horn sounds, and it's a victory for the Spartans.
Unbelievable, what a game. Outstanding game.
Scoreboard reads Connersville 41 and Pendleton Heights 39 after a wild 32 minutes run.
Yeah, what a wild 32 minutes. I tell you what, this game had it all. It had momentum swings left and right. It had a slam dunk there from Grant. It had, I don't know how many drives from Garrett. It had everything, and the faithful walk out of here with the excitement. I mean, this place went ecstatic. I mean, it was unbelievable. The roof's going to need to be fixed. The team of 72, the 72 champs were here. They were witness to a fantastic game that took them back to their glory years.
Pendleton had a lead of 12-10 at the first break, and it was 18-17 Spartans at halftime. After 3, Connersville 29, Pendleton 25. And the final again here tonight, 41-39 for the Spartans. Victory number 4, and for Pendleton Heights, loss number 2. And for Connersville's Kerry Brown, win run number 100 as a Spartan coach.
Oh, wow, Kerry, that's 100 wins. And, good. I mean, I tell you what, they've couldn't come from a nicer guy.
And the first ball game tonight, a win for the Spartans. They go to 4-0 as they defeat the JVs 32-27. So Chris Bottomley's got to be happy.
Oh, Bottomley definitely has to be happy with his team as again, 4-0. He had a hard year last year. Again, keep the faith, keep working with the kids, and 4-0. We're going to lose 5 guys. Grant Smith, Bo Isaacs, they're going to be gone. We're going to lose 5 of our seniors. Dalton Huffman, he's going to be out of here too. So we got to build up our JV team, and Bottomley's doing a good job with them.
You got some scoring?
Yes, I do. Garrett Silcott, unbelievable. We'll get to him in a minute. Pendleton Heights Arabians, they were led by Mark Albers, 16. Karsten Windlam had 5. Ellie Pancol had 11. Luke Dry had 3. And Brandon Helpling had 4 for the Pendleton Heights Arabians. 39 points for the Connersville Spartans. They were led by Garrett Silcott's 24 points. Grant Smith had 11, and Bo Isaacs had 6 for the Connersville Spartans. I tell you what a great game. I tell you what, Larry Meyer standing right next to me, exciting to hear him say the jam that Grant had. Grant had 11 points. So, again, what a great game this was. We had it all, and the Spartan faithful walking out of here with a victory. Unbelievable.
It's been quite a night here tonight as 1972 champions were honored.
Yeah.
And the Spartans win a couple of ball games, so it doesn't get any better than that.
Does not get any better than this. Again, 40 45 years ago, it started for the Spartans of 72. And, they took home the title in March of 72. Could history be repeating itself with these boys? This is a special group of kids. These kids have played together for a very long time. They have that chemistry. They came within a hair of winning the regional last year. I expect us to go farther. How far can we go? It's only limited by what these kids can do. And they've been through a lot so far this short season. Close games, they pulled them out.
Give our crew tonight a lot of credit. Joe Mindrick and Megan Murray, Devin Hamilton, Mitch Richardson, all our camera people. Well, they do a great job, Ron.
They do a fantastic job to make us look good, and that's very difficult.
On graphics and the audio, Justin Roberts, our director tonight, John Powsey. He was also our instant replay fella. A great job, and we really appreciate our crew. We'll be speaking with the winning coach here shortly. Right now, though, a reminder that our next telecast on TV3 will be when the Spartans meet South Dearborn here at Spartan Bowl in an Indiana Athletic Conference game. Spartans right now are top of the heap with one victory right now over Riceville, so they'll be taking on South Dearborn in the conference game. That'll be coming up on TV3. We're going to be speaking with the winning coach here shortly. Right now, here's a reminder that you are watching Spartan Sports on TV3. Coach, congratulations. Quite a basketball game here tonight. I guess this is the way Indiana high school basketball is supposed to be played.
Great game, great atmosphere, great crowd tonight to recognize the 72 state championship team, and I'm just glad we were able to hold on and secure that win for them. It wouldn't have been as a special night, I think, had we not been able to hold on and get that win. So I was happy that our kids got the win, but as much as anything that we were able to get the win for the 72 team, since they traveled back to Connersville to watch some Spartan basketball and be recognized.
Quite a night. JV's win, varsity win, 72 honored. How did you win this ball game? What were those two timeouts toward the end?
Well, they were trapping us. We were talking about, where we wanted our guys positioned at. We were talking about only layups and free throws, uncontested layups and free throws there at the end, and we got our free throws. We didn't make them. We missed 14, and yes. I told our kids I thought defensively we played pretty well tonight, and I think that's why we were able to win the game and rebound on the boards for the most part. I thought those two factors allowed us to win when we did things like miss free throws and had a few turnovers at inopportune times.
Garrett Silcott, let's talk about Garrett. He put a few balls in the net tonight.
He did a great job of breaking down their defense, recognizing when there were seams in it, getting to the rim, made just enough of the perimeter shots to make him have to respect him. But then some of those things popped open because of Grant hit some threes early, Bo hit some threes in the first half, and they had to go out and guard those guys. And I just thought Garrett did a great job of being in an attack mode, playing tough and not playing soft.
This Pendleton Heights team is a good team, good solid team.
They are. They went on the road last night and defeated Mount Vernon at Mount Vernon, yes, who beat us last year. I think I mentioned that to you in the pregame, or Sam. And yes. This is a good quality win. They were a man short tonight, but that didn't seem to bother them last night against the team that beat us last year.
Another team victory for the Spartans tonight, and the fans were really into it.
Oh, it was great. When Garrett hit that last driving layup, this place erupted, and it reminded me of some of the scenes from last year, when the roof was coming off this place. So great Indiana high school basketball still alive in Connersville, Indiana.
Coach, I know you were happy to see Myron Dickerson, who coached in 72. Where were you in 72?
In 72, I guess I was probably in whatever, second or third grade. I was, I was following the game and going and watching our local teams play. But I saw the 72 team play. I saw Gerald Thomas play in college. I still remember going out and turning our antennas so we could pick up Lafayette stations, because we were normally a South Bend where we lived at South Bend station. And I remember seeing Gerald Thomas play for the Purdue Boilermakers, and I've always remembered that.
Well, this is a great night to honor all these guys that can make it, and Phil Cox can still sing the national anthem.
Oh, man, wasn't that beautiful? But, yeah, great job of the crowd coming out and supporting them and recognizing them. And Phil did a tremendous job singing that. I wish he could sing it every game for us.
Coach, thanks a lot for your time. Congratulations. And South Dearborn next. That crew will be in here at Spartan Bowl and probably another battle.
Wednesday night conference game, South Dearborn, and then we travel to Richmond to face the Red Devils on Saturday.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Our next telecast will be with the South Dearborn crew as they move in here to Spartan Bowl. That'll be next here on TV3. For Ron Riley, this is Fran Schummel thanking you as always for watching Spartan Sports on TV3. Good night, everybody.